guys, welcome back to Rainswept. And you should see I'm doing like a rain sort of gesture with my fingers because that's what you have to do every time you say Rainswept. Okay, so here we are, famous Pineview Main Street. I'm kidding, not much to see here really. Let's see if we can talk to some of the locals on the way to the hotel. Alright, it isn't very busy at this time of day, but there should be a few people out here. Father Smith knows a lot about Pineview. It'd be a good idea to talk to him before heading to the hotel. He should be around St. Madeline's Church. Oh, also, here's a map of Pineview so you can get around town by yourself. Oh, there's a map now? There's a map, there's a map, there's a map, there's a map, there's a map! Alright, so M for the map. Oh, that's lovely. Main Street, Madeline's Church, Crime City. Oh, that's cool. So I actually have to, like, navigate to these places. Okay, cool. I like that. That's an addition. All right, let's go, Blunt. We've got people to do and things to see. That's Mark. He runs his cafe. Twin? What are you doing here? He's a pretty great guy. You're too kind, Officer Blunt. All right. Talk. Hey, detective. You're here investigating the shootings, right? Yes, I am. The whole thing is so tragic. He looks like a very tall man. Anyway, you want some tea? Coffee? This is my cafe here. No, that's alright, Come over here if you want a pint. Keep your unhealthy habits to yourself, Alan. Too much coffee's unhealthy, too. Also, if you haven't noticed, he's already smoking a cigarette. Ignore him. He just likes to annoy me. And I let it get to me all the same. Who is that? That's Alan, owner of the bar next door. And my brother. Twin brother. Not that you know by the way we lead our lives. I don't know how we ended up as polar opposites. Maybe because we're bears. I know. I got all the good stuff. You know it. Ugh. Anyway, you had questions? Oh, yes I do, my friend. How long has it been since you moved to Pineview, Mark? I was born here. My family lived here for many years before that. We left for the city when I was about 10. My dad was looking for better work. Aren't we all, friend? Aren't we all? I returned soon as I graduated, about 9 years back. I prefer the life here. Big cities just aren't for me. Now it's just me, my books, and my coffee shop. Life is simple, and I love it. Did Alan also come with you at the same time? No, Alan, he only joined me here 5 years back to get a fresh start. Maybe he can tell you more about that. Do you live by yourself, Mark? No, I'm married. Have been for about 6 years now. Met my wife in my own cafe, actually. No, it's a cute story. We were very happy for you, Mark. Does Alan also live with you? No, but he lives close by. Was he in last night? Yes, I think so. I didn't check or meet him, though. Okay. Did you see Chris and Diane often? No, barely. A handful of times, maybe. They came into the cafe a few times, but that was in the early days when they just moved in. They wouldn't say much to me or anyone else here, and mostly kept to themselves. Or I could say they didn't have eyes for anyone else. To put it bluntly, they looked very much in love. Is there anything else that you can tell me about them? Anything that stands out? Well, I kind of identify with Chris in a way. It sounds like he moved here for a peace of mind that this place provides. What? What did I just say? That was not a sentence. It sounds like he moved here for the peace of mind this place provides, and has started a small business for himself. What business? He'd been trying to get a hotel project off the ground here, from what I hear. He had trouble getting the project approved. Maybe Father Smith can tell us more about it. He's involved in the planning committee. Can you tell me where you were last night? Sure. As always, I closed my place by 8 p.m. I bought some supplies. I thought that said apples. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with my eyes? I bought some supplies from the general store down the street, and then went home. I assume the storekeeper will remember that? Yes, Mrs. Brown was in last night at the time. She should be able to confirm what I just said. And Alan, could he confirm this? He didn't come to work yesterday. Took a day off. Said he was feeling unwell, so he stayed at home all day. Looks like that's passed, luckily. He looks fine today. Anyway, I went back home after that, changed, and went for a jog as usual, with my tiny legs. Came back, took a nice long warm bath, made myself a cup of coffee, had dinner with my wife, touched myself a little bit, then read a book for an hour or so, and was probably asleep by 10:30 p.m. as always. Have you noticed anything unusual lately? You know what? Whenever there's like a case that's being solved and people are answering questions like this, I'm like, you know what? I would just get arrested immediately because I don't remember anything about anything I did. But I'll remember very weird specifics like, yes, and the person that was sitting next to me, they were wearing a gold bracelet. Like, I'll remember shit that makes it sound like I'm lying. Anyway, have you noticed anything unusual lately? Anything out of the ordinary? One would say extraordinary? No, can't say I have. Everything's been pretty much the same as usual. Okay, I think I did it all. Alright, Mark, we'll talk later. About YouTube. See you around, detective. Cool. Alright, let's go, Blunt. Huh. Look like Alan's locked up and left. That's alright. We can talk to him tomorrow. That's weird. I didn't notice that. Boy, it is raining outside really hard. That is perfect for me to be playing this right now. Let's talk to the old man. Hello, Grandpa? I'm not your grandpa. And your name is? Grandpa. Mr. Grandpa, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions. And I was wondering if I could ask Miss Brown there out on a date. But wondering ain't doing, is it? Just look at her. Oh boy, makes me feel 40 years younger, she does. Do you ever plan to grow up, Grandpa? Hashtag me too. Any more growing up and I might just die. I'm very old, and I ain't planning on doing that before I ask you out. Oh, goodness. Such immaturity at his age. I'm kind of into it. She likes me. I know she does. You're deluded. And also, maybe a little demented. I don't know. Woohoo! Anyway, you had questions, young man? I thought I did. How long have you lived in Pineview? Forever. My family's been here for generations. Guess I'm the last one in the line now. My shop's been here for generations too, you know. And I think I've taken real good care of it. Oh, she's taken real good care of me too. Are you another person who has an unhealthy sexual relationship with inanimate things? Where were you last night around 12 a.m.? Where'd you think I was? Alright, working, sleeping in the hospital. I kind of want to say in the hospital. So I'm going to say that. Were you in the hospital? You making fun of me because I'm old? You'll be in the hospital when I'm done with you. I was at home, sleeping. Can anyone confirm this? No, no one can. I live alone. What can you tell me about Chris and Diane? When they'd first moved in, Chris would often come in the evening and buy some things for me. He'd come in daily, almost. Looked pretty cheerful, too. Then a couple of months after that, he just stopped coming. Said it was an erectile dysfunction sort of thing. The last few times he came, I could see that something wasn't right. The color of the sperm was off. Maybe trouble with his lady, I don't know. He and Diane went to the church maybe a couple of times. Once or twice they came over here after, for coffee and donuts. They were quite a couple, I tell you. He was a quiet, nonchalant one. She, an exciting, electrifying energy. A classic case of opposites attracted to each other. What people say is true. I don't know how things went so wrong so fast. But then, with these things, you can never say. This is all about 4 to 5 months back. After that, I hardly ever saw them out here again. Have you noticed anything unusual? Anything out of the ordinary in recent days? Now I think about it, I actually might have. Yes? Mrs. Brown's been tying her hair in a much tighter bun lately. I wonder what that means. She's softening up, trying to hide that fact? Oh, Grandpa, you notice these things. I mean it when I say it, beautiful. I'm a passionate lover. Gross. Very passionate. Damn it, Grandpa. Hello. I was talking about the possible murders. Did you notice anything unusual leading up to that? Oh? No. Much the same. Can't say I did. Do you live by yourself? Yes. Yes, I do. Kids left Pineview for the big city. Too boring here, they say. It's been many years since the wife died. So I run this shop here by myself. And I live down the street pretty close by. But that's all right. I've got friends here to keep me company. Officer Blunt pays me a visit every day, for instance. It's always a pleasure to meet you, Grandpa. Also, there's Miss Brown. She makes every day exciting. Please, God, give me strength. Oh, look how she flirts. Okay, I think I'm done with you. All right, Grandpa, we'll talk later. Who are you calling Grandpa, eh? I'm not your grandpa. All right. Later, Gramps. I'm on a mission. Let me check out these dones. These dones sure do look good. What do you mean they look good? They're the best in Pineview. The best damn donuts made with Grandpa's love and warmth. Wanna buy some? Maybe later. Thanks, Gramps. What'd you call me? Yeah, I don't trust you saying you make it with your warmth. What does that even mean? Is it a liquid or a solid? Bum. Who is it? Oh, detective. You'll have to excuse me. I'm awfully busy at the moment. New inventory's just come in and I need to take stock. Of that and my life. All right, open the second box, Johnny. No problem. We'll talk later. Okay. Hello, detective. Alright, I thought I could talk to Johnny. Cool. Alright, so the dialogue is a little bit different in that I believe in the demo I was able to talk to her, and I was also able to talk to Mark's twin brother. But now it looks like we're heading on up to the east side. Oh, beauty, where is your beast? 'Tis I. This is lovely. Yeah, they definitely added, I don't know why I keep saying they. Armand definitely added some things to the visuals, and I'm not complaining, it's lovely. But we're gonna head on up here to talk to Father Smith, was it? This music is really so lovely. Oh, look at his... Look at him walking in his little habit. Oops, I think I kicked the mic. Did not mean to do that. What up, Father? Let's all hide behind the, behind the magnifying glass. Come on, Blunt. Blunt, come on. Blunt, what did I tell you? You gotta follow me closely. We're doing special things. Alright, oh, let's look at this. Constructed in the late 1700s, St. Madeline's Church is named after St. Madeline, patron saint of elderly animals. What? That is awfully specific. On her feast day of November 17th, it is customary for children to bring their animals to the church to be blessed. St. Madeline is remembered for her love for animals and nature, and is often pictured along with her favorite cat during her lifetime, Angus. Ooh, I could go for some Angus beef. Yeah. And yeah, it could be Madeline, but that's not how I feel like pronouncing it. Hello, Father, can you please stop? Can you please stop doing your godly constitutional? Can you please? Thank you. All right. Father Smith? Ah, hello, Detective. Stone. Detective Stone. First time in Pineview, I assume? Yes. Only just arrived. I wanted... That is good. That is good. And what do you think of it? Do you like it here? Okay, it's kind of boring. Alright, well, you know what? It's beautiful. I don't know if it's peaceful, considering that 2 people are dead, but it's definitely beautiful. Pineview is really beautiful. It is, isn't it? While you're here, you must enjoy the views. Breathe in the fresh air. Take a walk in the woods. But then you must want to preserve this beauty too, yes? Leave here without taking anything away from us? There is a way of life here, and I do my best to maintain that, for the good of my people. The ones that are here on more than just a merry whim. I see. Anyway, Detective, you had questions? I heard Chris was trying to start a hotel here. As you're a part of Pineview's planning committee, can you tell me what that was about exactly? Sure. Chris wanted to open a hotel with about 40 rooms or so. That priest is tall. I just noticed. And, oh, wait a minute, or the perspective is really weird, because now Officer Blunt looks tiny. He said he wanted to keep it small, in accordance with our bylaws, but even 40 was almost pushing it. These things always grow out of hand. Once the tourists started coming in, they'd see how untouched a place Pineview really is. Demand would increase, and of course, Chris wouldn't want to pass up on the opportunity to cash in on that. Regardless, we never got to that point. Chris always kept messing up his papers whenever he came in for approval. He'd either misplace them or mess up some of the details. There were delays on the construction site, too. I guess the delays cost him money. It was all going downhill fast. And well, then this happened. What can you tell me about Chris and Diane? Did you know them well? Also, if it sounds like I'm moving around, it's because my butt hurts. Because the chair's hurting my booty. Alright. Not too well. They came to church a couple of times after they'd moved into Pineview, but then soon stopped coming at all. They withdrew themselves like money from a bank, from the rest of the community, and I can't say that helped them. Friends can help in difficult times, and it's obvious they were beginning to have really difficult times by the end. If they'd continued to come to church, I could have offered some guidance. Sometimes relationships can entangle you. But unfortunately, it had come to this. Whatever their troubles, it looks like they made each other suffer for it. I'm sure you'll learn what most of us here already know. In any case, I wish you luck with your investigation. Can you tell me where you were last night, Father Smith? I was here all night. I finished up some work, and I went to bed by 10 p.m., I'd say. We'll talk later, Father Smith. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. Alright, can I talk to you again now? Can I go into church? Father Smith, can I can the again time be immediately? No? Oh, alright. Well, I'm gonna follow you. Come on, Blunt, let's just see what he's doing here. I like his strut. You know? I like the cut of his godly jib. Alright, can I go look at the edge of the cliff? Can I go look at this and just, look at the view? No? Alright, bye! Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ya-ba-da-ba-da-ba. The beauty! Slap the sign with my hand. This leads to the Overlook Road. That'll take me to the hotel. Yeah, I got it. Can we call something? Wait a minute. How do I go that way, though? How do I make the transition to go that way? Do I just... Oh, use. Let's use the sign to get down in there. Alright then. Hotel's further down Overlook Street. Check the map if you get confused. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Mark's Cafe. Sounds good. See you, officer. Take care, detective. Okay. You know what? We're at 30 minutes. I think I'm going to end this here. So we're talking to people. We're heading on to the hotel. I don't know who's more suspicious, but I feel like this might end up being one of those, hot fuzz situations. where you find out like the whole town is in on it. I hope that's not what it ends up being, just because it's that obvious like this early on. But if it is, you know, if it is kind of a Orient Express situation, well then so be it. What matters is not the destination, but the journey. Unless the destination is hell, in which case the journey's really the least of your problems. So anyway, this was the second episode of Rainswept, and I'm looking forward to talking to whoever that is in the corner there, because that dude is a gamer. He looks like he's wearing some of my merch. Speaking of merch, shameless plug, I've got some. So, you know, in the description, check out the links to my shop, because money, but also for good things. Things that are not branded, things that are just nice that you might just like, you never know. But yeah, this is good, this is shaping up, and more importantly, we are getting into a section that is completely new. We're gonna look, we're gonna feel, we're gonna smell, we're gonna taste, because none of this is anything I've seen before, and I already love the way this town looks. I love the fact that I'm on an incline. It's all good. So, you know, come on back for episode 3. Again, I think I said I wanted the episodes to all be around 30 minutes, but let's be real. If you watch my videos, you know that length is of no consequence to me. So let's just say that they're gonna be between 30 minutes and an hour long. All right? Yeah.